What's going on? What's going on? This your boy AKTJR. Facts from AKT Urban Podcast, episode number 4. Number 4, man. We keeping it moving. We keeping it moving. So as y'all can see on what I have on today, y'all guessed it right. This is the team that I will be talking about. The 2017 NBA champion, Golden State Warriors. And of course, I have on this Kevin Durant shirt because we're going to talk a little bit about him in his own context or whatever, even though he on the Warriors too as well. So let's get straight to it. Got some footnotes or whatever, so I'm going to get it started, man. The question of the day is, are the Golden State Warriors unbeatable? Like, does any team currently have any chance of competing with this squad? That's the $1 million question. And first off, I just want to say, the Golden State Warriors, man, they have shaken the NBA. This has been the greatest NBA offseason ever of all time. The only NBA offseason I could think of that could come, it ain't even really close. It was just another hype season. It was the lockout season when Kevin Durant went to the Rucker Park, dropped 66. Kobe Bryant dropped 40, 45 in the Drew League, and he hit the game-winning shot or whatever to win the whole thing. So that was a good season too in the lockout season, but it ain't nothing like this one. NBA All-Season 2017 has been one for the books. So let's get straight to it, man. Man, I know the $1 million question, as along with are they unbeatable, is how long exactly will this dynasty last? And for those that don't consider the Warriors a dynasty just yet, it's pretty safe to say that like they are. They've been to the NBA Finals the last 3 years. They've had the best record in the NBA the last 3 years or whatever. They've won on an average 67 games in the last 3 seasons. They have 2 former league MVPs. They have in KD with 4-time scoring champ and Curry a 1-time scoring champ. And arguably, well, it's not even arguable in my opinion, he's the greatest three-point shooter we've ever seen. Then on top of that, you got that with the big 4. Those 4 are 4 of the top 20 players currently in the NBA. 3 of the greatest shooters ever. Top 10, who knows? That'd have to be for another day, another video or whatever. The defensive player of the year and Draymond Green. Then the coach, Steve Kerr, who's worked with 2 of the 3 greatest coaches of all time at this point. And they added Nick Young, who he came from my team, the LA Lakers. And Nick Young, when he's hot, he's just as good as any other NBA player. So the Warriors really got better at this offseason. Now the next thing to go to is the teams that can actually compete with them. Even though it's not really none, it's still something that you can, at least bring up in the debate. I'm going to start it off with the Houston Rockets. Yeah, you got Chris Paul and James Harden now as a backcourt duo or whatever, but with Chris Paul and James Harden versus Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, who's going to guard Kevin Durant? PJ Tucker? Like, no. He couldn't even guard LeBron James, and LeBron James couldn't hold KD in the finals. So that's a no-no. And Harden just not going to destroy Klay on defense or whatever because he doesn't play defense. First of all, on his end, he plays no defense. Then, on the offensive side, he ain't about to just go ham on Klay because Klay ain't going. Klay was able to shut Kyrie down a little bit. And Kyrie Irving, arguably the best finisher, best handles that we've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So that goes to show you what he can do with that. And as far as matchup with Steph and Chris Paul, do I really need to go there? Like, Steph Curry has made Chris Paul a laughing stock the last couple years in the league. So that, it's all bad, man. It's all bad as far as the Rockets. The Rockets, I don't think they really compete. Matchups, it doesn't do them any good. And the playing styles, they close the gap just a little bit. But no, I still see the Warriors spanking them like they were last year and the year before. Then we have the team that's interesting, a very interesting team. Next team I'm about to go to, the OKC Thunder. Defensively, they have the personnel to give the Warriors the same problems that the Grizzlies and the Spurs did this past season. You got Roberson and PG 13 doing as much as possible to slow down Clay and KD, which is and honestly, Roberson and PG 13 is a better defensive duo than I say a good 80% of the NBA. That's just at a guess. Steph and Russ, they'll cancel out, and then y'all got to think Steven Adams versus Zaza Pachulia. I'm giving the edge to Steven Adams. That's just me. And as far as Patterson at the 4, which I'm going to assume they're going to do, with Draymond Green, we all know Draymond Green wins that one. So they, matching up wise, they have the best chance. And that's for this coming season alone, seeing as how Paul George is only on a 1-year contract. He could leave or whatever. I don't know about the future or whatever, so I'm going off just strictly next season. OKC has the best chance, matchup wise, to give the Warriors problems. But really, everybody, what everyone fails to realize is, I don't got to say, before I get into what I'm about to get into, Spurs and the Cavs. The Spurs, we know, I said OKC before the Spurs because of the lineups or whatever. Like, the lineups are different at OKC's favor than the Spurs. And the Spurs don't really got too many big names besides Kawhi. And they got Rudy Gay now. But the Spurs, we saw what happened last year, game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, before Kawhi went down. They was popping them by 20-25, But I think now with this new improved Warriors team with better chemistry and the additional pieces they picked up, I still would give the edge to the Warriors over the San Antonio Spurs. Sorry, Spurs fans. I know y'all going to kill me for it in the comment section. I apologize. It is what it is. And as far as the Cavaliers, I think they gassed out. I mean, they already got their own controversy going on right now with their 2 star players, Kyrie and LeBron. Then they picked up Derrick Rose, but, I mean, maybe they had that much of a better shot had they kept Andrew Wiggins over Kevin Love. Because Andrew Wiggins is younger. He averaged, 23.6 this year with Minnesota or whatever. So he's going to consistently get better. And speaking of Minnesota, you could say Minnesota with the big 3.5 they have, but they got to make the playoffs first. And they got to get some experience before they even get close to even containing the Warriors. Just a little bit. So the secret to this, the secret of them all that a lot of people don't notice is this. What somebody needs to do is try to get an Anthony Davis trade going or something, because that's the one player the Golden State Warriors have absolutely no type of answer for. In the 3 games that the Pelicans played the Warriors last year, the man Anthony Davis averaged 35 points, 13 rebounds, 2 blocks on shooting 60% from the field. And he had an offensive rating of 124. Mind you, the highest rating in history of an offensive rating is 123. But he had a 124. And y'all can say what y'all want, but Anthony Davis been giving the Warriors problems, because even back when they won their first championship run back in 2015, the man, I know it was in the playoffs, it was a 4-game sweep. It is what it is against the Pelicans in the first round or whatever. But in that series, the man averaged 32 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks on 54% field goal shooting. So if a title contender team, a team that already could at least give the fans and the Warriors a good game to watch or show or whatever, if a team could pick him up, that would be something big, because it's been proven after the numbers I just read off to y'all, they don't have an answer for Anthony Davis. So that's one big thing that I'll say, man. And all in all, man, now we get to Kevin Durant. When it comes to Kevin Durant, I got one question for my NBA fans. Are y'all still mad at him for what he did? I'm not, because the fact that he made this move and the Warriors won a title, the NBA has been able to keep up in the offseason. It's like the season never even ended. Think about it. This is like the first offseason where people have been tuned into the NBA. Usually, I'm an MLB fan, so I would really be watching MLB right now, but I haven't, because Golden State Warriors. They've been doing their thing. So, and then not even that, they've shooken the whole league, and they've got the league to where everybody trying to make all these big moves off season. Kyrie want to go to his old team. Paul George with OKC Thunder. Chris Paul with the Houston Rockets now. What's another big? Derrick Rose with the Cavaliers now. You know what I'm saying? Gordon Hayward with the Celtics. You know, this has been a crazy offseason. So I just want to know what y'all think, man. Let me know in the comment section. Do y'all think the Warriors are unbeatable, and how long y'all think this dynasty will remain on top? And another thing with Kevin Durant too is this: with Kevin Durant, what if him and Steph are the first duo to three-peat since Kobe and Shaq? What if they win the next 2 years? The $1 million question is going to be, is Steph really the best point guard in the league? And is KD the best overall player? And is he a better overall player than LeBron? Of course, I'm not going to think so, but you're going to have some people in the sports media and all of that, they're going to raise that question and ask, is he a better player overall than LeBron James? Don't let him get another league MVP and maybe one more scoring title. Oh yeah, he already got 4 of them, you know. So, and KD got his championship. He get 2 more in a row. That's gonna raise some eyebrows when it comes to LeBron James, unfortunately, because y'all know how much scrutiny they put that man under. But that's that, man. That's this video, episode 4, Golden State Warriors. How long will they dynasty remain on top? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. It's all good. AKT, facts from AKT Urban Podcast. And we out, man. Thanks for listening.